Felly, ie, dwi am mae Helen.
So, yes, Helen and I want to concentrate this morning on a project, Canfod Y Gân. I'll give you a bit of the background. William Mathias, Canolfan Gerdd, William Mathias is based in Gallery Canolfan, established in 1999. We give one-to-one lessons to about 350 young people, children and adults weekly, and also many community projects. We go back nearly 20 years when a local teacher and tutor brought our attention the fact that there were no opportunities for young people with learning difficulties to take part in music once they left school. Quite often special schools in the area, which were at the time an important part of their education at the time. And once they left school, they couldn't participate in music in the community, in activities, and that there were barriers to participation. So that was the beginning of the partnership with Cyngor Gwyned's learning disabilities sector for people over 18. And we established John Keith Hidden Talents with the local authority. And during term time, for people 18 years and over with learning difficulties came together to make music. And those classes are still going strong and have been for the past 20 years. But in 2018, we made a grant application to the Spirit of 2012, which was tied in with the Olympics of 2012, and they fund many community projects. And the application had to be a partnership application and a music project that gave people who made music with learning difficulties with the aim of improving mental health and changing perception of learning disabilities. So it was a natural step to work once again with the disabilities sector in Gwynedd, and Canfod Y Gân was inspired by Hidden Talents, but because of the funding available, we could broaden the horizons and strengthen our relationship. So the strapline is every person has a song to sing and every person deserves the opportunity to discover and share their song. And I'm seeing a note from Will. Does anybody want to give Will instruction as to how to
yeah, Will, so you've got a translation button on the bottom of your screen, if you can see it. It's a big globe. If you click on that, you select English, you should be able to hear Gwynedd speak. Is that good, Will? Just speak
Can you hear me, Will? Can you hear me, Will?
Yes, yeah, thanks. Yes. Yeah, thanks very much, diolch.
Diolch, okay.
There we are. So Canfod Y Gân sessions started in 2019. We appointed, and the grant gave us somebody, project manager. We appointed a part-time manager, and we appointed Married Gwyn Jones for 3 years, and Seren has newly taken over. And having someone who could dedicate their time to developing this project, we've seen the project going from strength to strength in the last 3 years. We have 3 classes that meet in Gwynedd, in Harlech, in Pwllheli, and in Felinheli. And as I speak, I think Seren is going to share some pictures so that we have an idea of what's going on. This project specifically is for people from 16 to, well, any age as adults, really. So it doesn't concentrate specifically on the Anthem age range, but I'll come to that specifically later on. The sessions meet once a fortnight. What's been great is that we've been able to broaden the team of tutors in the centre as a result of this project. the tutors who have the confidence to develop integrated community work, as the funding meant that we could have 2 tutors in all sessions, and young graduates could develop as tutors who could work with more experienced tutors, and so are now confident to lead their own sessions. So that gives us a greater scope for the future as well. The aims of the project are to improve mental health and well-being, change perception of disability in the community, and that's done by working with other community groups, community performances, and we have a project with Avanc and Track, which we see here, and this is a session we had with them, and also because we're expanding the team of tutors. We emphasize also that each individual has a chance to develop their own musical skills where possible, and part of the project has meant that an individual has started cello lessons during lockdown, and as a result of that, she is now left the Canfod Y Gân session and now is part of the community orchestra in Canolfan. So she is now part of a project which is not specifically for someone with learning disabilities, and she has the confidence to do that now as a result of what's happening in this project. And hopefully there'll be more such opportunities that will come in the wake of this. As regards the partnership, I can't emphasize strongly enough how important this project is to us with the Gwynedd disabilities sector. The social workers, Helen specifically, have given us the confidence to develop this work, and I would encourage anybody who works in the sector where people face barriers, that you contact people who have the expertise to understand these barriers best and work with these people from day to day. We're very fortunate because the learning disabilities team have a very heavy workload, especially during the pandemic, but they're always there for us if something is needed, and support us and ensure that the individuals that attend get the most out of our sessions. And I think that's really the importance of the partnership. The money of Spirit of 2012 is coming to an end in September, but the learning disabilities team is going to fund the continuation of this project, and we have grant applications that have gone out. But to come to the age that Anthem support, we made an application for Atsain in the first round, and we were getting requests from social workers, individuals and parents and for under 16s who were asking if there was a similar provision for them. And so with the Atsain funding, we can target the 11 to 16 age group in Gwynedd in 2 locations in the next 2 years. And we'll develop work in Denbigh with a partnership there with Hamdden Denbigh, and a new partnership with Stand, which supports children and families who have learning need learning support. So we're looking forward to working with Atsain for the junior Canfod Y Gân. Helen, would you like to add something from the point of view of the local authority? Thank you, Meinir. Yes, I can only add to what Meinir has said, and it's been a privilege to work with Canolfan William Mathias on this project, and others, actually. I feel it's a wonderful partnership. As you say, we have built on the strong foundation of working together planning, meeting the needs of individuals, problem solving, to ensure that everyone is able to participate fully. I can only say that this has promoted well-being so many individuals that we support. It has broadened horizons and created opportunities for networking and to create new skills and raise confidence, and possibly skills that others take for granted, such as traveling to various places and taking part in making a cup of tea for everybody and that sort of thing. I do feel that it's very important that we work with adults, obviously from 18 and above, but that the younger people that you were talking about that Atsain support, they are the adults of the future. And we do try to support people who come into their teens so that they are able to develop these connections that will continue into adulthood. Excellent co-working throughout the area in various locations in Gwynedd. We have really strong partnerships with the third sector and people such as Mathias Centre, and we want to develop that further. And that is the way forward for us. The Social Services Act is an important part of the Act and legislation, and the feedback I get is excellent from individuals, families, support workers. They all say how much they look forward to these sessions and the opportunities that stem from these sessions and the skills they develop, which are fully transferable, and also to develop their interests and talents in music, and that their skills grow and experiences grow, and it's such a valuable thing, and I'm just so grateful. It's been wonderful. And I'm very happy to say that I, as manager of this service, I'm happy to continue the funding of this project. Thank you, Helen. I think in Gwynedd that we're very fortunate the local authority is so keen to promote partnerships. And there's a very strong element with the grant of Spirit of 2012 that's part of it was external evaluation. So we have extensive data that's been collected from focus groups and individuals, and a report will be prepared by the external evaluators for the beginning of October, which will help us evaluate the project in general. I think that's enough talking, but I think it's a good idea to share one of our videos because, of course, one of the main challenges setting up this project was COVID. And actually, the work we did during COVID was very special and showed how important the project was. The project manager spent a lot of time on the phone supporting individuals, not just musically, but in general terms. So a lot of work was done during COVID and lockdown, and virtual performances have been shared on Facebook and so on. And I thought to finish off, I'd like to share one of the videos, and it's the Song of the Lockdown, which you're about to hear now, performed by the Harlech group.